It was a sunny day in Ponyville, and Love Melody didn't have much to do, so she instead decided to go to the park to relax and just since it was a good day. And when she arrived there, she actually saw her friend Burning Heart sitting on the ground and meditating. She normally do sits in the park and do some meditation or in her own place. Burning Heart didn't even realize that Love, Love Melody was even standing only a short distance from her. But when she said hi, Burning Heart opened just one eye and looked at her and said hi and got back to meditation. Of course, Love Melody didn't talk more to her. She then walked away and sat on one of the benches because she knows how much Burning Heart takes her meditations quite seriously, and it helps her to relax and feel better. And after about a half hour, Burning Heart was finished, and then she walked up to Love Melody and sit down, and they start talking. But it was something that Love Melody didn't even know. For the past 5 years, Burning Heart had a crush on her. She didn't even told her that because she didn't know how to tell her, since if she did tell Love Melody, it could have been a different ways that she would react. Like she could have been laughing, or that she could have been saying that she only liked her as a friend, and she didn't want to risk her friendship with Love Melody. They have been so very close friends since Phillyhood. Though Burning Heart, she wanted to be with some pony though. And after that, hadn't even told any pony about her feelings for Love Melody. But some of her friends, like Yono, had actually put up her on a blind date with some of the male friends she has. Of course, Burning Heart declined the offer, and she didn't even go to these blind dates. But Aquamist somehow managed to trick her to go this speed dating. At first, Burning Heart was quite upset that she had been tricked to go this speed dating. She had told her friends she's not ready to be dating. The reason why she has not been able to want to date is that her last ex-boyfriend cheated on her. They had been dated for about 2 years, but she found out that he has been seeing another mare behind her back when he was in Baltimore for so visit some old friends. When she found out, she threw all of his things out from their home, which they had been shared for 2 years, and told him that she would never want to see him, never want to talk to him ever again. Of course, he tried to ask her for a second chance, which she denied. Because she told him they have been together for 2 years and that he has been cheating on her behind her back, which she never could forgive him. So what else can he do? He just took his things and went to Baltimore and later married with this mare that they later dated behind her back though. After that, she didn't want to date any particular pony. Not even another stallion which some of her friends had put up. Even when she were at this speed dating, she tried to act not interested in any of the stallions at all, which turned out to be working. All the even handsome stallions that she thought was quite handsome, she tried to act that she wasn't interested in. So they decided maybe that she wasn't the right one for them. So she then told her friends never want to trick her ever again in like this because she doesn't even like to be that. So they never did that again. But one day though, during this time when Burning Heart and Love Melody was sitting in the park just talking, there was something about Love Melody that Burning Heart liked. There was her personality was always very upmoded. She was always happy. She was always kind to any pony. But with something else though, her sweet kindness, her generosity. She was the most amazing pony that she has ever known. She just she do anything for her friends, anything like help them with some chores and even offer to help. But one day, when Burning Heart felt ready to even tell Love Melody, she felt devastated. She was told by Juno that Love Melody had been seeing this particular stallion. She didn't know about this, and Juno didn't even know about that Burning Heart had a love for Love Melody. She only mentioned that she had just heard or seen that Love Melody was with the stallion, which she later told Juno was her new boyfriend. And that was a devastating blow for Burning Heart. Shortly after that, this revelation to her, though, she decided maybe it was not worth a try to be with Love Melody. So she decided to go this speed dating again, without her friends know it. First though, she went there. Of course, there were those some of the stallions that she had been talked about before. They didn't even pay much attention to her. Every time they went to her table, they just skipped immediately. But there were only one stallion that proving to be much very interested in her. So they went out on a date, and it turned out they had so much in common. They actually went been dating. But their dating didn't last particularly long though. For about maybe 2 months before they decided to break up. The true reason why, because Burning Heart's love for Love Melody was so strong, she could not just forget about her. And her boyfriend, Burning Heart's boyfriend, asked her if it was something on her mind. She explains that she was had a crush on someone else, but she had forgot about this and she had moved on. And for some reason, though, her boyfriend felt that maybe that she haven't really forgot about this supposed crush, and decided maybe it wasn't worth being with her if it was painful to see her with being with him. So they broke up. But Burning Heart, though, she didn't tell her friends exact reason why they broke up with her or with her boyfriend. Both agreed, maybe just saying that they didn't just work out. So they did. Even if most of their friends tried to figure out what could make them find another boyfriend for her, but Burning Heart said that she wasn't want to be with some point at the moment. Even Juno tried in secret to find a boyfriend for Burning Heart, but when she found out, she told her with straight voice, "I don't want a boyfriend right now, Juno." So she dropped the topic, and every one of her friends just moved on. And after a year, Burning Heart had moved on. She had not been dating any pony since, but Love Melody had been dating her boyfriend still. And everything seems to be going to be quite serious between them. Until one day. Her boyfriend had been offered to work as a journalist in Manhattan. But she didn't want to leave. She didn't want to move out from Ponyville to a big city. They tried to figure out maybe if that he could that she could move back or stay with him sometimes during the weekends. Try to maybe from get used to living in a city from as a small step for further. They tried for nearly about 2 to 3 weeks, but it didn't work. So Love Melody broke up with her boyfriend, and he continued to work as a journalist in Manhattan. But when Burning Heart found out, she was really surprised that they had broken up after 1 year's relationship. So she didn't tried to set on a move on her, but just she told her friend that she will always be there if she needed one to talk. So, a few days after the breakup had happened, Love Melody found, of course, Burning Heart in the park meditated. And Love Melody asked if she could join her for meditation, which Burning Heart said that she's always welcome to do meditation with her. And they continued to do this for the next several days. But after about 2 weeks of being meditated together, Love Melody had something to tell Burning Heart. She admitted that she believes she had fallen in love with her, and that surprised Burning Heart. But Love Melody said that she probably even knew, understand if she didn't want to like her the same way. But then, Burning Heart sure could not start to believe it, but she started laughing. But just before Love Melody could say anything, Burning Heart interrupted. Instead, she was surprised at that. She didn't laugh because of at her, for her. She was just surprised at even hearing this. But she then admits she had a crush on her as well for quite some time. She even had that when she had her ex-boyfriend before. She didn't tell her. The reason why, because she didn't want to break up with her boyfriend to be with her, or she didn't want to reveal this. But now that she had, she didn't regret it. She felt that she was wanted ready to tell her about her feelings. And just then, Love Melody smiled and leaned forward and kissed Burning Heart, which shocked Burning Heart. But she kissed her back, and they decided maybe they would give it a try to be with each other, just to see if they could work, and both agreed. But there was something about this though. Their relationship between each other was something unusual from different, since they had very quite different personality, but still they had seen quite some common interest. And when their friends found out, wow, they were really quite surprised of that big news. But they were all supportive, even though Juno thought maybe this all her tries couldn't lead up to her led that burning heart admits her feelings for, or has developed feelings for Love Melody in the first place. But Burning Heart denies that, it confirms that is not the case because she had a crush on Love Melody even before had even started putting her on dates and stuff like that. And of course, their dates went normally they went to movies or having a cozy night at home, like just watching some the fire in an open fireplace and just having a good dinner together. But after about they have been married, dating for about 4 months, there was something what was going on in their life though, because one day they didn't speak to each other, and their friends was well surprised what had happened, if something bad had happened between them. And in fact, it turned out they had a big argument. Love Melody wanted to go to see some theater in Manhattan, but Burning Heart, she didn't want to go so far to see this particular this play what's going on there. So they had this argument if one of this going to if Burning Heart even wanted to consider to do efforts to make sure that their relationship remains stable. So the argument that they decide to just not want to talk with each other. And they try to make their friends to talk each other again. But they refuse to even look each other. And that happened for nearly 2 months of all of that. They avoided each other for 2 months. But 1 day later, Love Melody felt that she felt so stupid after this big fight. She could not even believe that's only been 2 months. She still loves her. She want to be with her. So She bought some flowers and went over to Burning Heart's home, knocked on the door, and of course she opened. But before Burning Heart can slam the door in her face, she said that she felt sorry. She felt sorry about this big, stupid argument. She felt so stupid about it. And their relationship wasn't worth to be breaking up because of a play. Then Love Melody said she cares about her. She doesn't even care if she missed seeing this new play in Manhattan or wherever it's going to play it. As long as she's with Burning Heart, she's happier. And of course, Burning Heart was really happy to be with Love Melody, so she accepted the apology. But it was something though that only a few days later, Burning Heart took with Love Melody to the movies as a sort of a play for her. And she loved it, all of it. Even after they had been together for 2 years, Burning Heart had actually invited Love Melody to a cruise for about a whole week. And that was something Love Melody really enjoyed. Seeing the sunset together each single day, which was something both of them really loved. They even had meditation even on the cruise, which they both didn't mind though. But there was something about this cruise that Burning Heart had something special planned for. Before the last day on the cruise, they watched the sunset together as normally. But then, Burning Heart showed a ring to Love Melody and asked her if she wanted to marry her. She even said that she felt ready to ask her because these 2 years being together has been the best thing in her life. She was ready to ask her the big question. Even if that, even if Love Melody wasn't ready herself, she would understand, and she would even probably had asked the same question perhaps when she was ready. But Love Melody, she told Burning Heart she was ready. She has been waiting for months for this big question to be asked, though. And that surprised her because Love Melody said that she had a feeling this might be happening in some time soon. And she was right. And they celebrated their new engagement with a big kiss and watched the sunset go down beyond the ocean and the sun, the stars, the moon arise. And their love for each other was really surprising. But when they came back home, their friends were so equally shocked how finding out that their friends had been getting engaged during the cruise of all places. And of course, all of them start talking about the wedding, where it will take place, when it will happen, who will be invited, who will be the best man, who will be the bridesmaid, and sort of things. And that was something Burning Heart and Love Melody hadn't even thought about much. But Love, Love Melody had asked Juno to be her bridesmaid, and Burning Heart had asked Aqua Mist to be hers. They decided to have their wedding within a month, and at that time, both of them had this amazing time. With the Rarity's help, of course, she would have been helping them to plan this best wedding they ever had or been on. And even on the wedding day, they had this amazing time. For all of this, all their friends, even their families were so excited to hearing that their daughter was getting married. Even the families were quite even surprised that they were even supportive when they announced their engagement, even before them when they announced that they were a couple. Both families were really happy and supportive to their relationship. There were some doubts when the families that thought maybe this was going to kind of work out for long, but they were surprised that they actually worked so long and that they were now getting married. But the families were not much against any of this. They were actually open. They were really happy to see the daughters getting married. And even on the honeymoon after all this, they actually went on the same cruise for about a week. They didn't mind going on the same cruise, even they had been on one only short time before though. This was something they both really enjoyed. Having regular dinners and watching the sunset together, just having amazing time. And when they came back home, Burning Heart had decided to open a small meditation class, which was a great success. She had even learned some techniques from Sakura. And Love Melody, she worked as her normal work though. But after they'd been married for 5 years, they wanted to have a family, and they asked Twilight for help. Burning Heart, she decided she wanted to be pregnant first, and she actually did have a baby girl. But during her pregnancy, though, she was a little bit crazier than normally. She has had her mood swings, and she was crying a lot, but screaming of pain over. So, but Love Melody, she did felt angry. She realized that was a normal reactions, and she didn't mind helping with Burning Heart's mood swings. And after that, when their daughter was 5 years old, they wanted to have another baby. So Love Melody wanted to be a mother this time. And in fact, she had twin daughters herself. Both of them were really surprised that she had twins. But they were actually still happy to have at least a family together. Even after all of this time, love between Love Melody and Burning Heart was so solid strong that only grew stronger for each single day. There was so much passion between them. And even having a family together was something that they both really loved. This family between them, it was something that brought them even stronger and even more love with each other. How much more could they both even ask for? Especially to be married with the one they loved all the most. Love Melody. Her love for Burning Heart went beyond anything. Her love for Burning Heart was so strong and so pure, so passionate. They loved each other. And having three daughters together, there was something that made their lives even more perfect, even completed their lives together. And Burning Heart, though, this was something she could never have asked for. This was even better she could have wished for. Not only to be married with her true love, but also have a family with her true love. And for that, she was grateful to be with the one she loved the most. And that's how Love Melody and Burning Heart are the true love of a big family. The end.